Hey, how's it going, guys? Making a little bit of progress on this 79. The last video, which was literally just a couple hours ago, I recorded it. Just kind of put it on the lift and showing you how grimy it was and some of the stuff I needed to do. So, gave it a quick wipe down, and man, them rocker boxes cleaned up real good. Cam covers, decent. Um, Starting to go through some of the stuff. I did pull the carburetor off, and it really wasn't bad at all. I was surprised. I don't know if they'd ran it out or drained it. I was really surprised. A few little things. Looks like they got the manifold on upside down. I don't know that it matters, but I always put it with the S&S up. Gonna put some new O-rings in here. And, put new intake manifold gaskets. I got a battery hooked up, started checking out some of the electrical. Didn't have any, and no lights, nothing was working. Started testing it and had power. Then actually, once I unplugged these brake lights here, plugged them back in, it started working. I realized the colors here are backwards, but I think somebody's crimped this, so I'll figure out which one is the running light and brake light. Once I bleed the brake lines, because the switch isn't working, I'll show you that in a minute. Primary cover, it's chrome, kind of corroded, so I'm probably going to swap that out. The front legs cleaned up, look pretty nice. Front fender, it was kind of boogered up right here. I straightened it up a little bit, not great. I still haven't touched any of these handlebars really or anything. They're still pretty grimy. But another thing you need to check is in here in your ignition you got the mechanical advance with the weights and the springs. And after they're sitting a while, they'll gum up. Let's see, this is moving nice and smooth, springing back when I let go of it. So the mechanical advance in there is working, which is a good thing. That's another thing you need to check. In the last video, I was telling you how the primary side had filled up with oil and saying that's where it'd go. It's also real common for this to fill up too much, and if it's been sitting, you'll puke some oil out the front. So I'm kind of expecting that on this first startup. Solenoids, they always seem to stick. They got little brass contact washers in there, so first time I start this up, I'm going to be ready to pull the battery power, because usually they'll, not usually, but pretty often they'll stick, and then the starter will just keep winding and just wing, even if the engine's running. So quick thing, firing up one of these old engines, make sure you're ready to disconnect the battery or shut it off, because it'll stick. And when I start this for the first time, I'll get a video of that. The previous guy said he did rebuild the master cylinder, but then put .3 in it. So I pulled that off, and yeah, it looks real good, don't it? So I was looking at this, I thought it was RTV or something at first, but I really think it's just nasty old brake fluid corrosion and crap. So it does have spark, that's cool. Turn the key on here, watch the plug there, got it on, now I turn it off, spark. So that's good, one less thing to worry about. Did tighten up the primary chain on the 77 and later. It's nice, they got just this little screw and a jam nut there, so you'll loosen up this nut, and it's got an Allen key on the bottom of here where you run that in, and it adjusts the tensioner shoe in there the way it's pushing on the spring, and that'll adjust your primary chain. It was loose, I tightened it up a little bit. So we're getting close. Did a quick little wipe down on the seat. It's a nice shape, kind of got some stains and stuff, but not all torn up. wipe down the tank. Looks pretty good. It's got a little ding over here on this side, but maybe see if I can get like a paintless dent repair guy or something, maybe pop that out a little. I pulled the exhaust off because I was saying there were some seeds and something from a mouse or something in there. So got a little bit of that junk out in there. Headlight wasn't working and it was actually blown, so put a new headlight in there. The high beam, low beam is working. It also has the blue indicator light on top, so low beam, high beam. So pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Usually they're always riddled with electrical stuff, and I'm not saying this one's not, but so far it's looking pretty good. So I'm about to, I look inside it has had some head work, I believe. Looks like it's got a newer brass intake valve guides in there. And it's probably going to be hard to see, but on the edge of the valves does look like a nice clean silver line where they've been seated well. So here's a little look at it. About to go through, put the carburetor on here, and probably call it a night till the morning. Try to fire it up, and I'll get you a video of that. So thanks for watching, guys. If you need parts, there's a link in the description below. There will be a link to my shirts. I got shirts for sale, and my Instagram. If you like the videos, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll keep pumping these out. So hopefully this will fire up with no issues, but I'll have a video if not. So thanks for watching, guys.